Today, fly by side hair. Today we'll look at how fentanyl is made. It's made with the time lapse. What type of paper is that? Dragon Pay. It's Felipe paper stuck on it. And it's just Coke whipped, Oxycontin whipped, and a little bit of morphine Terreno. And what's to no overdose you? Sagale. Sangsagale is not to overdose you. You want the Sangsagale. So we're missing about 1 million Skittles. So everybody has to make Skittles on the block. Remember, so he said just cook a big crack. Fly by side back, Dragon Pay money, and fly by side back. And that's my documentary on how to make fentanyl. And it's supposed to be the no sex, but feel a little bit of sex fentanyl. We're missing 200 fentanyls because my friend called the cops on fentanyl. And it was my friend. So they blame it like I missed the deal. It wasn't my fault at all. It was my friend's fault. It wasn't my fault at all. But just because I knew him and they lost the deal, is it about 1 million Skittles? It's 2,000 Skittles. Baby mamas have to work 2,000 Skittles. So, you know, Oxys are legal. You get them, so you water the pot. And he said it's just to make a big crack with the peel cutter. You put Oxys, a little morphine, some Bagale so you don't overdose. And then you whip up a big crack. So that's the next thing we're gonna do. A big crack. Like you want it at least as thick size as a pool. You want it thick, a thick crack. So my friend called the cops and lost the deal. And they act like this isn't my fault. But it's not my damn fault at all. They'll say it's my fault, but it's not. So they want 2,000 Skittles. And Skittles, you can paint whatever color you want. That's the most dangerous drug in the world. You gotta be kidding me, man. You gotta take all these precautions and put in all these no overdose for me. That's dangerous. That's more dangerous than anything, man. You gotta put all these hospitals in it. Do it safe. Go to the hospital. Like not the mental hospital. Go to the hospital and say, I need a no drug overdose. AD, all, what's it called? Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, rehab will just make you overdose more. The Suboxones, they don't got stuff for overdose. You actually need to go to the ER hospital and get all the no overdose, all the no OD substances in the world. This is an emergency to feel sex. We whip the pot a little bigger. We just cook our own crack, get a peel cutter, the time lapse, cover the peel, and that's what they want. That's how you whip up a fentanyl. And this whole fentanyl ordeal is not my fault. It's my friend's fault. My friend got me in trouble. And you want all the safety no overdoses on torrent in the world. You want to get all the notes. You can even get it on torrent. No safety, all torrent in the world. I put my Pyrex pot back up. Pirate pot going back up. I hope that thing never breaks. It's to whip up the crack. Now that's going to be a hard ordeal. And how much of fentanyl you're supposed to do with 3 people. But I'd rather you do fentanyl with 20 people because it's a highly deadly contagious drug. That's why I don't like this at all. And how do you do fentanyl? You take one little pencil bump. If you ever are faced with fentanyl in your face and have to do it, or with a gun or something, some that can attack you. If you're ever faced with that, you take one pencil bump. And you're supposed to do, I'd rather you do it with 20, 50 people. But the fact is, some people might do it with 3 people. 3 people is safety. The more people you have to do it with, the more safer you are. It's a very dangerous drug. And if they're making me feel sex for their Skittles, and we got Skittles on their block, this is sad. It's getting dangerous and dangerous. I hope me and my friends don't run into another druggie. Fentanyl's a good drug, but only if you make it safe. So I told you how to make it safe, so make it safe as possibly as you can be. And that's my documentary of how they want you to make some fentanyl. Whip up a big crack.